Tonight, a grieving mother is dealing with even more loss after things that belonged to her late son were stolen.
4-year-old Caden Machum died after a fire back in December in the East Valley. Victoria Saha joining us live with his mother's plea to the community in a story you will only see on 8 News Now.
Denise and Brian, you can clearly see that there is a keep out and no trespassing sign here on this burnt mobile home. But the trespassers still went behind this mobile home into a shed back there and took whatever they could. In fact, just as my photographer and I were pulling up to this location a few minutes ago, we came across a trespasser, but they ran off as soon as they saw us.
I've lost my son, my dogs, my home, everything that I owned.
Rhiannon Machum had just finished moving everything that she could save from the fire into her shed from her storage unit.
The lock was cut, come in, and it's just ransacked.
Items that belonged to her precious 3-year-old son, Caden, were stolen.
Anything that Caden touched, I would like to keep.
Surveillance video from her neighbor showing people walking out of her property, and her neighbor even tried following them. Items clearly in their hands. Machum's life was turned upside down the morning of December 6th. When she woke up surrounded by flames, she was able to make it out, but Caden didn't.
It feels like I've been sentenced to an eternity of misery.
Machum shows us what is left of her charred mobile home, still finding stuff that belonged to Caden.
I might find a pair of socks or something that's like not melted. It's like Christmas.
Which is why the thought of people taking the bare minimum of what she was able to save from that fire is unfathomable for her.
I don't understand how people's thought process is like, oh, I see a burnt house, let me just break in and steal whatever I can.